Hello. That's the first time that's happened. Shit. Hi, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, no, it shouldn't have ended. I think I lost my internet connection for a second. Can you still hear me, JQ? Yes, sir. I think we lost most of it. Hi, Urine. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. The internet died. I hope we get everybody back in here. I'm sorry. It looked really bad too because it looked like there was like a fight starting or something, so it looks like I just canceled for no reason. I hope y'all come back. Okay. Where did you learn graphic design? You did great, by the way. Thank you. I actually started graphic design kind of randomly. I got a job doing graphic design, and it just sort of a lot of the skills that I had learned in art kind of translated over, so I was able to do a few designs that were okay, and then I turned that into a job. Um, I guess I got kind of lucky in that sense. Okay, come on, I gotta figure it out. Still struggling with color here, guys, so we'll see how well this works. Um, but yeah, I didn't really learn graphic design anywhere. I just sort of picked it up after doing, regular art studies for a while. Yeah, we're back quacking. Sorry. Technical difficulties. The internet died. Sorry. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff with graphic design that I really don't know how to do as well. Um, but I think what's great about graphic design is that there's a lot that you can do with layout design that if you just generally have learned design, um, then you can get pretty far with just layout design, you know? Um, I feel like I got a lot farther than I ever expected. Graphic design, at least. Hey, Keel. So we had a soft reset. I apologize, everybody. Internet problems. Is this right? It seems too fluorescent-y now that I look at it. That's weird. If you guys were asking questions and stuff, I'm sorry if I missed them. The stream basically reset, so it's like it finished, so I can't even look at the old chat. What is she supposed to have? No. Like brown or orange? Or blue? Are her eyes blue? Eye color. Get a close-up color picture of her. I gotta have one here. Oh yeah, her eyes are the same as Ichigo's. They're blue. Or excuse me, they're orange. Let's erase these out. Just drop this in here for now. Alright. Let's widen this back out. You're back in food. No worries. Like we're looking pretty good here. I mean, her face frustrates me, but we can fix that. And now I just need to add some basically midtones. This is the part where I suck. And I do not understand how it works, but we're gonna try to do something. And new. How about you? Naturey sounds. Orihime is probably not gonna have much muscle definition just yet. Let's hang on there. It's 12 a.m. here. I'm gonna watch this live tomorrow. I admired your work. Thank you, AK. Just so you know, I got disconnected, so that's for whatever reason. This is now gonna be split up into two different lives. But sleep well, my friend. I hope you enjoy it. Keel, you have any tips on learning how to draw the torso? I was trying to learn it. Simplified the ribcage and pelvis into boxes. I tried to draw from different angles. And when you add the muscles, that's where you run into a wall. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine you'd run into a wall because the you know, when you do it from the boxes, right, it's gonna be a little hard. Yeah, so Akil's right. Or excuse me, 4 is right. Basically, the boxes are to help you set up perspective. Oh, well, it's really raining outside. The boxes are to help you set up perspective and understand how to place the figure. So once you get the I'm stuck here. Hang on. Once you get the box uh, of the torso, right here, and you have the pelvis thing going on. Although I imagine you probably drew a box here, and not the underwear shape, but I like the underwear. But that actually, see, this is why I'm not a teacher yet, but I should do the teaching. So when you have a box, right, you have this box, now you need to break it down into, before you start adding muscle, you got to break these down. The box is really for placement and perspective, but now you need to understand that this is, the underwear shape is a good base. A lot of people use that. So then you erase those out, right? And then the rib cage fits in here like a I don't know what you would call it. It's like a egg, right? And then you erase that out. And now you can start adding muscle. Like, you know that the, sorry, I have to fix my rib cage here. You know that that connects like that, and you got a booty popping out of here. This might not be the most perfect drawing ever, but and then, you know, you have, I forgot to have shoulders and stuff, but you can start layering on the chest muscle and things like that. And the obliques and the hips and the abs. But yeah, you gotta break it down from the boxes into more organic shapes. Into the shapes that they're meant to be. Otherwise, you're gonna try to layer on muscles onto boxes, and that's not. That's gonna look weird. Uh, I think here. Oops. Choose a box for the rib cage. Exactly, yeah. It is like scaffolding, and you kind of have to continuously break it down. And as you get better, you don't need to draw those boxes anymore. You can just start with the simplified like skeleton, right? That's what I do now. Um, it's really to get a handle on perspective and understand that as you're improving your skills. Eventually, you won't start that way ever unless you have something really complicated and you don't understand how to make it work. And then you kind of return to it just to see how you can put it into perspective properly. Okay, what are we doing next here? I gotta get rid of some of these lines. This angle of this head is not right. Oops. Color the lines a little bit. So they're not so dark. And erase some of the lines. Looking great so far. Thank you, JQ. She's coming out all right. Okay. That. there, and we'll combine those two. Okay, so we're good there. Oh wait, I missed this. Just erase that. Add that. Go more of a gap here. Person. Tried using the bean or pillow method. It was pretty good, but it was hard to understand the twisting and turning. Yeah, I typically like to use the flat, the not the bean, at least at first, because the bean is essentially what you go to, because it is the egg shape. But the pillow method, I'm assuming it was always described to me as the magic carpet one, but you can always, you know, if this is your center line, you can more easily understand a twist, and then, you know, essentially what you're doing here to add the bean, it will change this slightly. So you can do it this way, but you have to add the basically the side plane. But I understand why, because you would if you were doing it as a box, right? It would be whoop, like this. Right? And that helps you fit the bean in here and the pelvis in here. I always found this easier, obviously. And it looks nice when you're doing gesture. But yeah, twists and turns are difficult. Um, Squishy peanut. Sorry, Kushia Mixtures, 12 a.m. here. Drink strong black coffee. You're gonna watch the full stream. I think it would be a night owl tonight. So the reason why I'm fussing over this little frickin' hair part, by the way, is because this is too rectangular. This just it's a different color, so you can see this. Nope. Why are you not working? Oh, this piece. What is happening? Maybe I need a different color. Blue. This piece right here is too frickin' rectangular for me. Design wise, you typically want your shapes to taper. You know, this leads your eye down. If your shapes are like this, it doesn't let your eye go anywhere. And technically, right now, it's like tapering up, and I don't want that to happen. So I guess the simplest solution to that is to make that bigger and that smaller. And I can add a little detail over there so it looks nice. And see, that already, I mean, it's better. Doesn't totally fix it for me, but I will deal with it later. Okay. You're in, when was my birthday? It was, my birthday is October 4th. So, over a month ago now. Alright. I don't have too much time left. And I really would like to fix the face. So we're gonna hunker down in here and do some work on this masterpiece of a face. I don't know why, but sometimes it's easier to get the face right when it's a painting versus a drawing. I think it's because you can like massage in details and see how they look. Whereas with drawing, it's like, this is the line. You could draw a messy line. Life Noggin, hi, I really enjoyed your video, very inspiring. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Scribble mouse, search for Ethan Becker. Never use bean shapes. The video has a silly title. The bean shape really clicked for me. Maybe it'll help you too. Yeah, Ethan has a funny way of teaching. He's a character for sure. Sorry, that's my wife's computer. Can't control it. Alright, we're getting somewhere. She's starting to look real pretty. I didn't make her too stick thin. We're doing something. You read Austin Kleon's book. Steal Like an Artist is great. I really enjoyed Keep Going. Oh yeah, I read his books. They're really good. The Steal Like an Artist one was really good. I think I read Keep Going too. I can't remember though. It's been a while since I read his books. Nokia jump scare. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Life Noggin. It's a great book. It has tons of reviews. I feel like it's a fairly well-known book. Add on to this. Here. Guys, not bad. She looks pretty damn good, I gotta say. Or I'm at least very pleased with it in comparison to, let's see, Ichigo over here. Oh dear. Ichigo, move your ass over. So there's some slight improvement, I would say. They definitely have similar poses, so that was my mistake. I know when we get to chat, I want to do like a big back pose. So we'll change it up. But yeah. Where are we? Yeah. Great job, thank you. You can reuse poses, it's totally fine, we won't tell anyone. Yeah, no. I was trying to keep them like trying to make them more unique to their character, you know, like Orihime is more perky and everything. It was honestly Ichigo probably should have been more serious. But you know. I don't know why it's so much harder to do like basic, simpler poses. I feel like action poses I could come up with some more ideas, but when you have simple, like just sort of standing there poses, like there's very, you can shift the hips and things like that. Um, I don't know. We'll see. We still got after her Chad, Rukia, and Ishida, so we'll try to get more cool poses. Probably do a back pose for Rukia since we're doing a female front pose. And I don't know what we'll do for Ishida. He's a wild card. Maybe he'll be practicing his Quincy powers in his underwear. Alright, guys. This was fun on Saturday. I'm glad you guys were still able to show up and stuff. He can do a jump kick. I feel like a jump kick is not his personality. He's so rigid. Ichigo would do a jump kick. Yeah, as nice as always, for sure. Thank you for Life Noggin, Scribble Mouse, Kushi, Akil, Quacken, if you're still here. Yeah, like I said in the last video, I want to cross that finish line with you all, so you can see. I just feel like it's a lot more hidden now. People getting better. They're doing it behind closed doors. I want everybody to see the process of like, because trust me, we're gonna do some stuff where it's gonna suck, like doing environments and things where I don't know proportions. Proportions are really tricky in environments, so this project is not going to be too many environment pieces, but we're going to do some illustration stuff, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you, Quacken. Thank you for stopping by. Jakio, yeah, thank you. Alright, catch y'all later. Have a good weekend. Material studies. Yeah, we can do material study. I mean, I know we'll get into that when we do more environment stuff. I'm probably not gonna ever do like the little ball materials. They can be fun sometimes. I haven't done it before, so maybe I'll do a couple. I try to avoid isolated things like that. I just rather do it in a, unless I'm already doing it in a piece and I need to really understand it better, then I'll do something like that. But I need to have context. Like if I'm going to study a bunch of materials, I need to have those materials that I'm about to do in a piece. Like for this, well, this is what I typically do is my process is like, I got her to a good place, right? But part of my problem is I don't know the next steps. So I'm going to do probably a figure painting and do a study and try to understand more about how to do a female figure painting. And then I'll come back to this and try to use what I learned. So that way there's context and I'm learning this stuff, or I'm practicing the stuff that I just learned. Bye, Akil. You surprised after this. Want us to draw belts. See you, Jake. You have a wonderful day. Yeah, yeah, we gotta start adding clothes to our characters soon too. So more clothes, more materials, all that good stuff. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Thank you, Terror. You too. Have a good weekend, guys.